Hi everybody, I'm Sydney. I'm a lead laser tech here at Ortho Laser Woodbridge. I'm just going to tell you about my experience growing up dancing my whole life and just how I dealt with injuries when I was younger and how it's affected me now. I started dancing when I was 3 years old. Ballet, tap, jazz, contemporary, all of them. Dance was everything to me growing up. It wasn't just something I did, it was who I was, who I am. I trained at about 20 to 25 hours a week, 3 to 5 hours a day. That's normal in the dance world, especially as a young student. You didn't question it, you just showed up, pushed your body every single day. I loved it. I wouldn't change anything. My senior year of high school, I realized that my body was starting to take a really big toll from all the dancing. My hips and my feet were where I felt the pain the most. Certain movements like bending, jumping, stretching could still trigger discomfort till this day, depending on how long I do them. When I get a flare up now, it's a sharp pain. It doesn't affect my day-to-day life, but when it happens, it could happen for days. And back then, pain was just part of the culture. No pain, no gain. You didn't really stop to think about inflammation or recovery. You just continued to dance through it. At that age, I didn't know how much inflammation was building up in my body. I didn't understand the constant micro tears that could be happening that were doing to my joints and muscles. If I had access to real performance recovery plan back then, something that focused on healing while still performing, I think it would have made a huge difference in my dance performance. I would have used laser therapy on my hip consistently to help decrease pain and inflammation while actively dancing. What I needed most wasn't to stop dancing, it was faster recovery. Laser therapy could have helped reduce a lot of inflammation that I was dealing with and help heal the minor tears so that I could keep dancing. There's a moment that really stands out to me, my hip labrum tear. If I had laser therapy then, I could have helped the injury instead of just dancing through the pain to the point where surgery became necessary. That's the part that stays with me. Not because I regret dancing, but because I didn't have the tools to protect my body when I did what I loved. My experience with pain is what made me passionate about becoming a laser tech. I wanted to help people become pain-free, especially people who are active, driven, and pushing their bodies every day. When patients come in, I'm able to connect with them on a deeper level because I've been there. I can share firsthand how laser therapy helped me become pain-free and stay pain-free. What surprised me the most is when I actually experienced the laser therapy myself. I realized I could sit longer, move, and live without pain again. This was huge for me. I was able to even go back to dancing. The best part of my job now is seeing patients smile again, seeing them be able to move better and realize that they don't have to live in pain, seeing them get their life back. I know it's what it's like to push your body because you do something you love. And I also know how important it is to take care of your body before pain becomes permanent. If I could tell a younger dancer or any athlete one thing, it would be taking care of your body now is part of your performance. Recovery isn't a weakness. It allows you to keep going and doing what you love for longer. I wish more dancers and more active teens understood how much inflammation affects their future, not just how they feel today.
When you train hard, what you do now matters later. If you're an athlete or a dancer, your body absorbs thousands of repetitions, impact, load, rotation, and strain over years of training. Recovery isn't just about feeling better after a workout. It's about protecting your joints, your muscles, and spine so they can keep supporting you long term. When recovery is ignored, the body adapts in ways that aren't always helpful. Over time, repeated stress can lead to chronic inflammation, tissue breakdown, joint irritation, and eventually degenerative changes in the hips, knees, shoulders, and spine. That degeneration doesn't happen overnight, it builds quietly over years. As we get older, the body's ability to heal and regulate inflammation slows down. Stress placed on the body earlier in life often shows up later as hip degeneration, neck and shoulder breakdown, disc and joint changes, stiffness, and loss of mobility. For athletes and dancers, this process can start earlier, simply because the body has been asked to do more. The goal of recovery isn't to stop training, it's to support the tissues while you train so the body doesn't have to compensate in damaging ways. Laser therapy helps support the body at a cellular level by reducing inflammation, improving circulation, supporting tissue repair, helping muscles and joints recover between repeated stress. When used consistently, laser therapy becomes a way to calm overworked tissue, support healthier healing responses, reduce cumulative wear and tear, and help preserve joint and muscle tissue over time. This isn't about treating pain after damage has already occurred. It's about helping the body manage stress now so it doesn't turn into chronic issues later. Some people need recovery support around a specific event. Others train year-round and need consistent care. Recovery should match your lifestyle, not wait until something breaks down. Whether you're running, you're dancing, you're lifting, competing, or simply staying active, taking care of your body now helps protect you more, how you move, feel, and function in the future. Performance isn't just about today's workout or next competition. It's about how your joints age, how your spine holds up, how freely you move years from now. Supporting recovery now can reduce long-term stress on the body and keep you doing what you love for as long as possible. Because recovery isn't about slowing down, it's about staying strong now and later.